Hey guys, Kurt 2418 here. Just continuing with the previous video there. We're a little bit deeper. We're sitting at 32,000 right now on the bubble. Hand for hand play in progress, so we will be cashing. Not that matters. We're going for top 3, first place preferably. 217 players left. We are sitting 32,700 chips. Average is 29,000, so we're pretty much average stacked. Lines are 350 and 700, so we're sitting on about a 43, 44 big blind stack. And I'll just be showing you the hands as we go through. Not all of them as before, but just the big turning point ones or some interesting spots I get into. And once I get to about the top 50, I'll start recording every hand that I get involved with. Alright, we got pocket aces here in the small blind. We got one limper. Plays about 29% of his hand. Hopefully he has a strong hand here by the looks of it. I'm going to make it about 2,250 here. Hopefully we can get called. We do. Alright, block comes 3, 6, 6. And we're going to put out a pretty substantial continuation bet. It's a pretty ragged flop, so hopefully he thinks I'm bluffing at it and will re-raise me here. And he does, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it all in right now. 14, he's got 23 left. If I call it, yeah, it's going all in. If he has a 6, he has a 6. If he has a 2 threes, he has 2 threes. We're all in. Pocket aces. Hopefully he has an overpair and gets it in here. Call. 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 I have a 7 deuce. It's definitely thinking about it, so I'd have to imagine he might have a flush draw. I do have the ace, so I am able to redraw if it comes on the turn. He could have an overpair, something like maybe a smaller overpair, like 8s, 9s, 10s maybe. I'm not going to show him here, definitely not. So increased our stack there to 49,000, which is good. And we're in excellent condition there. Well, let's just take a look at this again. He folded 10s. Okay, so that was a good fold. We had the aces here. We bet he re-raised us 10k. It would leave 20,000 in the pot. If we were to just flat there, it would leave us with 10, 15, like 13,000. He really committed himself to the pot there because he's got half his stack in there already. So really, he should be calling there with pocket 10s. Just based on the bet sizing that he put in there and really committed himself to it. He had 14, 15, 16, 17,000 in the pot after that bet. So he really should have been either betting smaller and intending to fold to a shove, or he should have just been snap calling that. Alright, pick up ace queen here. We're going to go ahead and make a raise. I like to go to about 2.5 with the blinds this high. Really, 3 times the big blind isn't all that necessary. When you're at a table with, most stacks are between 30, like 35 big blinds, I'd say is the average stack here with the 29, 26, 31, then a short stack over here with like 22 big blinds. So 2.5, perfect bet size. You don't need to go 3. Now, if everybody was deeper, like say 45k stacks plus, you know, and then they have between like 45 and 60 big blind stacks, then I would suggest going with a 3 times the big blind raise, and with stacks over that, just make it, you know, 3.5 to 4 times. And he limps in. I'm going to go ahead and raise it. With the limp, I will make it 3 times the big blind. I have an ace. He limped in. I'm going to be in position. And most likely I have the best hand here. If he decides to repot me, I'll just let him have it. And if he does just flat, we're pretty much going to be c-betting any flop. Now, I don't know what he's waiting so long for. Yeah, just fold there. You didn't have anything. Don't time delay retardedly like that. I'm going to go ahead and, well, it is an ace. You know what? He's got 10 big blinds. 10 and a half, 11. I'm going to go ahead and ship in here on him. We do have an ace. If he decides to call, we could be ahead here. He does call. He has ace-8, so we're quite behind. 4 ball. Alright, well, he called with the ace-8 suited. It's pretty unfortunate. Pretty standard though, with the ace there against the short big blind stack. Just unfortunate we ran into a bigger ace. A little late getting this hand going, but it was limped by these 2 players. I made it 4,000 pre-flop. Small blind, big blind folded. He folded. Mr. Magoo called. He checked me on the flop. I made it 8,250. And he folded, and we'll take that down. Alright guys, just a little update here. We're sitting at 74,000 in chips. We were pretty short stacked for a while. Luckily we hit, you know, we raised a couple hands there. We raised the king 3, we raised the ace 9. We're just going to let the king queen off here go. We're out of position. We have a raise and a call, so we'll just fold. Anyways, back to that hand. We've been raising. Raised the last 2 hands. Then we hit pocket kings, which is excellent. We raise it up, standard. This guy re-raises us. We ship it in, pretty standard there. He calls. We just got to dodge the ugly ace, and we do. We end up with a full house, kings over kings and queens, and we double up to 74,000. Average. Shrink this up a little bit so you can shrink. Okay, it doesn't shrink. So there's 95 players left. First place is 1,000, so we're at 95. So right now we got 1070. Average is 66,000. So we are sitting quite comfortably. We're gonna go ahead and fold the ace-9 off as well, and I'm gonna put you guys back on pause. All right, pocket sevens here in the on the button. We're gonna go ahead and raise it up. We're gonna make it over 3x. So Fragile here knows we're committed, and if he shoves, we're gonna be calling him. He doesn't. We take that down. Ace-10 off here. We are playing very tight, so our hand could be seen as stronger than an ace-10. We're going to go ahead and raise it up. Just going to make it 2.5. Well, we got position now. If anyone calls, but don't, fold it around. We'll take that pot down.